people of the internet. I know I've been gone for a month. Blame me. No, sorry. Life's in the way of everything at the moment, and I still don't have internet access at my current living place. Now, a warning. This video will contain violent gore, swearing, intercourse, sexual actions, and all that lovely kind of stuff. If you're not of the age of 18, oh hell, 13, no, 15, please leave my page. For you, my page is for teenagers and adults only. Now, that being said, welcome to What If Deku let his rage consume him. We begin with Inka Midoriya giving birth in a hospital to a young baby boy called Deku Midoriya. Beside her husband, Hisashi Midoriya. Deku was born, and not much has happened for the next 4 years. Let us cut to. Well, let's cut to the day he's gone to the doctors for his quirk evaluation. Deku rises in the hospital, impatiently waiting on the seat, talking to his mother. Mom, come on. We've got to go to the doctors now. Inga replying, sweetheart, I know, but we must wait for them to call our name. And Deku getting impatient, waiting an extra 5 minutes before the nurse comes out, calling for them. Inka replies, come on dear, time for us to go up. Deku eagerly jumps off the chair and follows his mother and the nurse to the doctors. Sorry about that. Deku reaches the doctors. He has his blood test and his x-ray done. The doctor comes back with results with a, well, disappointed look on his face. He pulls the x-rays up on the light and tells Deku Midoriya that he doesn't have a quirk or a power. He's just human. Deku breaks down. Inko knows what happens to the quirkless people, and she's disgusted at her son. Now Hisashi isn't in the story anymore. He left. Inko thinks her husband leaving and her son being quirkless as well. Punishment for something she didn't do. She was accused of cheating, but she wasn't. But unfortunately, Hisashi did not listen. Now let's go back to our friend, to Izuku. Well, he's devastated. Inko, not saying a word, hiding her true face behind a sad look. They at home. Let's cut to a week later. Inko, well, is approached by some doctors from the Hero Association. Now, this branch, well, let's say they're not that good. The two doctors in lab coats come up to the door, ring the doorbell, Inko answers while Zuko's at primary school. The two doctors come in, they talk to Inko. Miss Inko, we heard of what happened to your son. Inko, with a disgusted scoff, going, so what, he's a useless brat. Don't want him. The doctors, well, smirk at this, saying, we represent the Hero Association. Now we, well, would like your son for experimentation. We're ready to pay a hefty sum for him. Inko grins at the sight of money, greed. She agrees. A couple of days later, the doctors come back. Zuko is at home. People come barging in through the door. They pick up Zuko and kicking and screaming, saying, let me go, let me go. As he's screaming out for his mother. Inko just watches with a grin, a smirk on her face. Zuko didn't hear what she said, but he could read the lips perfectly fine. And he knew she said, good riddance, useless brat. Don't need you anymore. I can make no hours of sex with someone else. And have another. Zuko didn't know it at the time, but with those words, a spark of rage engulfed his soul. It's not too bad yet, but it will be. They hand over a suitcase. Not just one, but 5. Enough to make Inko live happily ever after for the rest of her life. The doctors knock Zuko out because he was making too much noise. They get to a lab. It's underground, of course, underneath the Hero Association. Well, let's just say that these experiments you can't do on quirked people. It's cut to Zuko's perspective. He's in his mind, with needles everywhere, strapped to a table. Zuko just saying to himself, why? Damn it. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? On cue, a doctor comes in, saying, you must be Izuku Midoriya. Well, unfortunately for you, you're, well, quirkless, and, well, people don't care about you. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing an accent. Yeah, I'm gonna work with it. If you're wondering what you're here for, well, we're using you for artificial quirks, of course. We're gonna give you a lot of artificial quirks. Mainly healing. We want the #1 hero to stay in the #1 spot after all. Do not worry. This will only hurt a lot. As then a serum is injected into Izuku. and screaming. Ah, ah, I can stop. It burns. It burns. Ah. The doctor had to put something in his mouth so he wouldn't bite off his own tongue. And what Izuku was feeling is his body being burnt up, torn apart, and rebuilt. This goes on for 5 years. And with all the quirks, Izuku's artificial quirks that have been pumped into Izuku, well, that only made his rage fester to make it grow. Oops, shit, sorry. Now, let's cut to the planet Yamet, where the Red Lantern Core is found. Trishula is sitting on his throne. God damn it, where's that photo? Trishula is sitting on his throne. As well, a red lantern ring. Clothes? It's the last one he's got. He's surprised. Now, if you're wondering what's happened to the Red Lanterns, they're all there. All of them. It's just, they can't do anything anymore. With the Green Lanterns growing stronger, they've been forced to halt all of their activities. Now, this Red Lantern ring, well, I'd say it's different. This one's more powerful. It requires a great amount of rage. One stronger than Trishula's holds himself. Trishula's eyes widen as he saw his ring, his masterpiece of a ring, shoot off into space. He orders one other to follow him. Her name is Blaze. Well, she follows Atrocitus to Earth when we come back to Izuku. He's 9 years old. Somehow, he breaks from his restraints from one of many artificial quirks he has. The doctor that was looking over him did not hear the restraint break. Izuku broke it, took off the wires. By the time this happened, it was too late for the doctor. "What are you doing, boy? You should not be able to do that." Izuku replying, "Fuck you, old man." Izuku uses his teeth, grips him by the jugular, and rips it out. Blood splattering all over Izuku's face. The doctor deathly gurgles. Could be heard from outside the door. When one guard is stationed, the guard comes in. Izuku is hiding, still small enough behind the table. The guard looks over the dead body of the doctor. He goes to call for backup, but feels his neck get sliced. Izuku has grabbed the scalpel. And well, the guard turns around and sees the little boy with a grin on his face and rage-filled eyes. Red, pure rage. The guard dies. Izuku's taking his gun and extra ammo and starts massacring everyone in the building. He does not care, he shoots doctors, guards, other patients. He'll do it.
so full of rage. And every other emotion in Izuku, at the moment, is clouded. All Izuku feels is great rage and bloodlust, wanting death on all those who took part. Now, 7 people, 5 doctors were able to escape. The main founders of this, as well as the board directors. A ring comes to Earth with atrocities and Bleeze behind it. Atrocitus stops in space, same as Bleeze. As Bleeze says, Atrocitus, it's coming to Earth. It's quite surprising. Do you think we'll have a meta-human? A human? One of the heroes or something else? Atrocitus replies with, I do not know, please. But whoever it is, I can feel its rage from here. And it is exciting. This red ring flies through space and catches the eye of Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan can see a red gleam in the sky and 2 more. He thinks, oh no, as he follows it while contacting. 1 second, I forgot who this. Well, if you're wondering where this is happening, it's Hal Jordan does contact St. Walker. Hal Jordan and St. Walker answers, hello, old friend, how may I help? Distress in Hal Jordan's voice going, there's a red lantern ring on Earth, and there's 2 more in the sky. I'm gonna need your help on this. Can you help St. Walker? St. Walker replies with, oh dear, that is not good. They have been very quiet as of late. I am on my way, Hal Jordan, sector of Earth. I hope I'll be able to get there in time. As do I, St. Walker. As we cut back to Izuku, he's standing over a pile of bodies, blood dripping everywhere of him. That's when the ring comes through a window, making a small crash, catching the eye of Izuku. Izuku Midoriya, of sector, whatever sector it is, of planet Earth. You have great rage. You have been selected for the Red Lantern Corps. Do you accept? Izuku reaches out his hand as the ring slowly slides on his index finger. His ring finger. And well, Izuku goes on a killing spree. He does not care, he kills anymore. Izuku is making constructs, laser blasts, killing people, destroying buildings. If you're wondering where this is happening, quite simple. Metropolis. Star City. I don't know why I said Metropolis, I meant Star City. That's how Jordan reaches there. And he's seen the bodies And the building's on fire. And he's a kid. Killing everyone. There's atrocity. It's got to atrocities and bleeds. God damn it, I thought I had that fucking photo up there. So you actually have to see all the other photos, but do not pay them any attention. Atrocitus, sir, do you feel that? Atrocitus is just grinning as he floats down to earth. Please following him behind. There is great rage in whoever holds the ring. Trust us, sir. That's good. That's real good. You have no idea, Belize. With this person, we may be able to turn the tide and rebuild our great civilization and take revenge. Yes, Atrocitus. As we cut to Izuku, still killing people until he gets hit in the back with a green like construct of a boxing glove. This catches Izuku's attention. You boy, stop this. Izuku doesn't do anything but scream a bloody, fiery liquid out of his mouth, landing on Hal Jordan's clothes. Hal Jordan knows what this is. It's a leeching ability only accustomed to the Red Lantern Corps. He knows that if he keeps battling this kid, he's gonna die. And as Izuku goes to punch him, Hal Jordan gets a power-up. He turns around and sees St. Walker there, going, "Oh, Hal, I'm so happy I was able to get here before anything bad could happen." As I am, St. Walker, it's good to see you, old friend. As you, I hoped it would be better on better circumstances, but this, oh my. As St. Walker feels something, this anger, this rage. St. Walker says to, Hal Jordan, do you feel this? It feels, yes. Whoever this boy is has greater rage than Atrocitus. And as soon as he says that, St. Walker gets hit in the back of the head by Atrocitus. Going, Hal Jordan of Earth, I will be taking my Red Lantern back to Yomats so he can be properly integrated into my core. Blaze is hovering over Izuku in a container, a red construct of a box. Hal goes, "I will not let you, Atrocitus. This boy," his trust cousin, "yes, this boy has great rage. If you do not mind, we will take him back to my planet. If not, we will gladly release him." As Blaze says, "Sir? Hate to be bearer of bad news, but Atrocitus looks over at Blaze and sees the construct breaking. So does Hal. And he drops his arm. So, fine, take him." St. Walker goes up. "Are you sure about this, Hal?" And Jordan saying, "It's too late for the boy." Even I hate to to say it. But you're right. Atrocitus grins as Atrocitus and Belize fly back up to space. Atrocitus even uses their own ring to contain Zuko. Now let's cut back to the units. Atrocitus and Belize get back, and they fire over one of the blood pools. Atrocitus and Belize drop Zuko into it, Zuko falling and splashing in. I thought I had a photo of him breaking out of the bloodbath, but I guess I do not. Oh. Zuko, gaining some of his conscience back, swims up and still roars as he goes to attack Atrocitus. Atrocitus picks the boy up and throws him back in. This time, Zuko's fully conscious of what he's done and comes out in a red and black suit with the symbol of the Red Lantern Corps on his chest. He's breathing heavy. This is when Atrocitus speaks. Earthling, what is your name? Zuko replies, Zuko. What is this? Why do I feel so... As Atrocitus comes in, angry. Welcome to the Red Lantern Corps, my boy. You will be a great addition to our army. This please cuts in. My, what made you have such anger, if you do not mind me asking? Zuko replies, betrayal. Torture. As Zuko's on the ground of Yamets, as it's breaking and flying upwards, comparing to Zuko's rage. An experimentation. Zuko hits the ground, making a crater. This shocks Atrocitus and Belize, as Atrocitus smiles, saying, You, my boy, will make a great addition to the Red Lantern Corps. I am Atrocitus, the leader of the Red Lanterns. This is my second in command, Belize. As Belize greets, hello, little one. Atrocitus speaks to Belize. Please, do look after the boy. I believe under your mentorship, he will be a fantastic, the perfect Red Lantern. Please grins, saying, Of course, sir. I shall take my leave, and boy. Zuko looks up at Atrocitus. Let your rage consume you. Atrocitus flies off, leaving Belize and Zuko there. Belize talks to Zuko. Well, since you've been betrayed, and I'm guessing by your mother, you just call me Mom. I'll be your new mother from now on. Zuko grits his teeth. He says, Fine. What do you want, Mother? Belize grins. She makes a construct, and, well, begins to carry Zuko to her house. Now remember, Zuko was 9, so let's cut to when he's 14. So it's been an extra 5 years. During those years, Izuku has been training non-stop. And he's defeated many Red Lanterns in combat. He's learned to torture from the torturer, the will breaker. Strategy from Bleeze and Atrocitus. And Dexter, normally yes, is always by Atrocitus' side. But from the day Izuku had joined the Corps, Dexter left Atrocitus' side, which surprised everyone, including Atrocitus, as Dexter sat on the shoulders of Izuku. This put a grin on Atrocitus' face, as he knew right then and there the Red Lantern Corps is going to do many great things in the future. As well as Izuku has killed many Green Lanterns, a few Blue Lanterns as well, and Yellow Lanterns, Sinister's Corps. It's Izuku's nickname. Well, you'll find that out later. But outside of the his nickname in the Red Lantern Corps, well, it's called the Bloody Demon. There's a good reason for that. But outside the Red Lantern Corps, the other corps, the red, the yellow, the blue, the pink, the violet, all the other corps even laughingly fear this boy, as they know him as the Bloody Reaper. And well, let's cut to a few months later. Sinestro enters the atmosphere of humans, catching the eye of Atrocitus. Sinestro is, joined by his daughter, Sora, I think her name was. Atrocitus, as Sinestro speaks. I need your help. We are going to attack the Green Lantern homeworld, and I need the Red Lantern's Corps help. As Atrocitus speaks, now why would I help you, Sinestro? I do not see the point in it. As Blaze chimes in, whispering in Atrocitus' ear, Sir, I do believe this would be a great input of getting rid of him. He has been a pain in our side for far too long. Send my boy, and that is all we will send. Atrocitus grins, says, on second thought, Sinestro. We will help, but we will send one boy, one Red Lantern. Sinestro speaks up. One? Why, Atrocitus? Why not more? Miss Bleed speaks up. We might have the manpower. We might have the power, but we like the men. Sinestro scoffs at this, says, fine. Who are you sending? Atrocitus goes to speak, but Blaze cuts him off. Which Atrocitus lets. Because this is her boy after all. Blaze says, by sending my son. Izuku, here's his name. Comes sliding down to his mother. He wasn't in the house. Dexter, riding on his shoulders, of course. He drops. Sinestro starts shaking with fear. As he feels just bloodlust and pressure from this boy. Atrocitus grins. Ah, my grandson. How is the bloody demon today? Izuku replies, I'm good, grandfather. So what are we doing today? Izuku looks at him and says, oh, isn't it the great Field Lord himself, Sinestro? Izuku gives off a new fire. Sinestro says, who are you? Izuku replies, I'm Izuku. Though you do know me by another nickname in space. The Bloody Reaper. Izuku gives a treaty grin. This scares, well, Sinestro to its core. This Sinestro speaks up. One shall be fine, as one as strong as you. Izuku turns his attention to his mother and grandfather. As Blaze speaks up, saying, you're going to Owa to help Sinestro with whatever he has. And as she goes up to Izuku's ear and says, we have men on the planet. Please try and rescue them. Your mission is a rescue. Izuku nods. Dexter